What's good? What's good? This is Thinker. This is Thinker, the podcast. Hey, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Hey, I appreciate the love and support that me gente. I hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's just enjoying life, man, because life is too short, man. 1 minute we're here, man, and the next minute we're no longer here. We can't take nothing with us when we're gone. So try your best to do whatever you can to reach the highest of the highs. Take it to that level, man. Just take it, man. That's mine, and I deserve everything of it. I want it all. Todo, man. I want it all, man. I'm talking about everything. But let's get into it, man. What I've noticed lately, man, in the hip-hop community, man, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of shady things, a lot of wishy-washy things going on. I'm trying to question it, man. What's going on with Boosie and Rod Wave, man? Did we just open a can of worms right there? Did we open something that we haven't really investigated? Did we just do something? Did we crack the Da Vinci Code, man? No, man, it's been done several times, man. Why is Boosie mad about it? I get it. If somebody takes line for line, you wondering like, cabron, give me the credit or give me the money. Give me something out of this, bro. You rapping basically my song with your voice. That's what you're doing. I get it all. But look. This is where business is business. This is where you got to look at it and say, well, I don't have the rights to it. I don't know what to do. You can fight in court. You can take it to court. You can do all that. But who has the rights to the music? See, there was a legendary person back in the days before, R.I.P. Yes, R.I.P. Prince. Do y'all remember Prince talking about record labels? Do y'all remember what the conversations he had? That, this is mine. I worked hard for this. I'm not just gonna release it. He went through the worst, through the bad, just trying to get everything that belonged to him. And you couldn't even find a Prince record on a Spotify. You couldn't find no music, none of that. You couldn't find it on YouTube. You couldn't find it for the longest. Why? Because he's like, this is mine. Y'all not gonna take it. I worked too hard, man. I didn't put too many hours. I didn't invested so much money in my music. What happened? What usually happens is people don't listen. And then when somebody else takes those records, they're complaining. It's only so much you can complain about when you don't even have the rights to it. Because you decide to sign a contract and say, you know what, this is what I'm giving y'all in order for y'all to invest this. And if it's a distribution, who knows? Who knows how deep it goes? But there's been artists that have been around for a long time and don't even have the rights to their own music. You see, Diddy barely giving the music back to some of his artists. Barely. Who owned it? Who had it? Who was making money off of it at that time? And now he's like, hey, I ain't making no money. Here you go. Y'all can have it back. But you got to think about what you do before you do it. Why you think it takes independent artists now a long time to think about, hey, do I even sign a contract? Look at Young Dolph, for example. Young Dolph had big major labels offering all kinds of crazy money. But he's like, I'm good. Why? Because he understood the business. It's a business, cabron. It's a business. At the end of the day, no matter how you look at it, no matter how much you think you got in it, how much do you really got in it? I mean, that's what you got to ask yourself. And that's the biggest, hardest problem with anybody that's an upcoming artist under a label. Because when you sign that contract on that dotted line, did you read all 125 pages on that, man? Back and forth. Did you read it all? Or did you just say, okay, where do I sign? Aquí? Here you go. Vámonos. That's the problem sometimes, man. Now, I understand Boosie's point of view. I do. I really do, man. I really do. However, do you have the rights to it? And that's something you got to question. The business is the business. It is what it is. Now, let's talk about Rod Wave. Este cabrón, man, has been doing it for a while, man. I don't get it at all. I like, oh man, I'm listening to a new song. I'm like, oh yeah, it's from the, oh my, oh my, oh my. He has taken a lot of word for word. He might have changed one word, but hey, look. Now the question comes in play where I understand you love music. I know you have love for music and you want to continue doing music. But are you coming up with this music yourself? That's what it comes down to. Are you creating a movement with the type of sound that you have and putting new music out there, or you grabbing and cutting and pasting, you know? Cut here, cut there, copy here, and paste there and make it sound good. Hey, everybody's doing it, man. They might not do it to the point that raw wave or word for word, but everybody's doing it. Let's think about it like this. T.I. 21 coming home. That's all my. Didn't Drake just do that? He didn't use the same words, but the same melody, same pattern. It happens in the industry, man. It just, are you giving credit to the person that actually owns the record, and do they own the record? But at the end of the day, man, we got to question this. Is the new generation of artists coming up talented enough to create their own music? Because when I think about somebody like this is just a prime example. You know, I talked about this artist, you know, on a few podcasts, Mexican OT. The sound sounds different. Snow the Product, the sound sounds different. Bad Bunny, it sounds just different. King Little G, it just sounds different. The Baby, like, these artists have a unique sound. So that's the reason when you see them selling shows, they are selling and they're moving at a rapid pace, because a lot of people are catching on to something new and fresh. Rod Wave, from my understanding, if people don't catch on to it, yeah, he's doing good, but not anybody could just get away with that. But is it showing the lack of talent, or just showing respect to the hip hop culture, to the artists that were here already before me? See, I always look at it, as long as I'm giving credit, and if I have to come out of pocket for saying, hey, I use word for word, then I'm going to go ahead and do it out of respect. That's just me. And, you know, this whole thing about you don't own the rights. Well, he created the sound. Can you imagine Boosie wipe me down? Let's just say like somebody like NLE Chopper, right? He did the Nelly. What if he takes that sound? I mean, you know clearly that was Boosie. It shows, to me, it shows either you show him respect if you put the artist on there that originally did it, or lack of creativity, man. That's what it comes down to at times when I think about music, is lack of creativity. Like, people are not very creative with their music in these days no more. And I mean, is it really lack creativity, or just showing respect? I'm stuck in a crossroad right here with this one, man. I don't know if people are taking it in a way where it's taking the sound and saying, hey, we showing respect, lack creativity, or I'm just doing whatever I gotta do to make money. It's a conversation we need to have. But one of the things is, when it goes into suing somebody, you got to ask yourself first, like, do I got the rights to do that? Because if you don't have the rights to sue anybody, because you don't have the rights to the music anymore, and you decide to give up the rights to your music a long time ago when you signed, I mean, what are we fighting for at this moment? For money? Or are we fighting for the fact that somebody actually just took your sound and just tweaked it up a little bit, made it sound better? It's a lot of things we got to talk about. Because I know even me, when I drop music, right, there's been times where I hear certain songs here locally. Just imagine this. Locally, I have dropped a record before, gave it to a DJ. It was doing really good at a club. And then I listened to another artist that was working with the DJ. I'm like, they said the same words without actually, they said the exact same words. And then people are asking me, hey, is this your record? Because I heard it on this radio station. And I'm like, no, it's not. Let me listen to it. I'm like, I just barely put out this record and people already taking that little sound that I have. Because that's why I said, it's a very, very sensitive subject, because even me, just that little sound, I was hot. I was like, man, I just barely created this sound. Because the sound that I'm creating with the Spanish flow, like, I haven't heard a lot of artists sound like that. And people always say, well, you need to change a little bit more reggaeton, a little more like no, this is my sound. And if it hits, it hits. But I have heard other people try to mimic my sound, and I'm just like, I'm a little hot about it. So I can understand where Boosie's coming from. But the difference between me is, like, if I hear you say word for word on my record and I own the record because I'm not under any big old major label, I'm like, hey, hold up, bro. Like, I didn't have to holler at people because the production has been taken and they try to flip the record. I'm like, wait a minute, man. Right here, you got to holler at me for that. Take that down, man. Take it down, man. We ain't doing that. But I understand where Boosie's coming from. But at the same time, if you had a bigger level where both of y'all could talk about it, I don't know where y'all work out. And maybe there's some money that needs to be involved, some credentials, some back end. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know, man. It's a very sensitive subject, but we need to talk about it, man, especially in the hip hop community, because it even happens in the Spanish culture. It happens in the pop rock. It happens in a lot of music. If y'all start listening, you know, I'm a hip hop head, so I love hip hop music. But if y'all listen to the Latino culture, Latinos, I'm talking about Anuel AA, Bad Bunny. Anuel AA got a song that literally 50 Cent basically, he made that song, and I know, I'm sorry, Cisco. Let me see that, thong, whatever that song is. I know AA has a record similar like that, but just in Spanish. I don't see no hooping and hollering for that. So, I'm just trying to figure this out. Is it stealing? Is it giving credit, or what? Are they paying to do that? Because the Latin community does it. Y'all let me know, man. But hey, do me a favor, man. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the gusta lo que mira. Press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always interacting with mi gente. Ya tu sabes. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart. Have faith. And never give up. All right. One. What's good? What's good? Hey, this is Steeko. Hey, somewhere on here, there's a link to my music page. Y'all go check out the music. We got video, visuals. We got audio. Trust me, we got some dope music. When you get a chance, subscribe to that channel as well. The music is on there. Hey, let's keep this rolling, man. Y'all know what it is, man. This is Steeko. All right, one.